All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to your Saturday edition of Live Wire Spirits Media. So, when it comes down to Caitlin Clark and her value, or the Indiana Fever and their value, we wonder what their value was. Well, yesterday came out that the Indiana Fever lead the league in social media engagement and um, value of the team, as well as everything dealing with social. You got to think about it. Leah Boston got a podcast. Sophie Cunningham has a podcast. Caitlin Clark does engagements. Lexi Hall does engagements now. Sig Holston has a podcast. So you think about that. And then you think about the beat writers for the Indiana Fever, Scott Agnes and Chloe Peterson as well. And you think about this, everybody that probably have anything to do with the Indiana Fever in that organization has built value. Caitlin Clark's name is value to that team. Without Caitlin Clark, there's no Sophie Cunningham, there's no Lexi Hall, there's no Leah Boston, there's no Kelsey Mitchell. Every podcast she on it's all about the Fever. So let's take a look at what X had to say, because this is very interesting. Because actually, I'm going a little bit further, diving further of the team itself. So this article came out and said that the Indiana Fever, I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, there you go. It says that the Indiana Fever tops the league in social value. The findings reveal that the Indiana Fever lead the league with an estimate of $55.4 million in social value. That's 33.7 million engagements and 1.7 billion impressions. Again, 1.17 billion in impressions during the 2025 season. The top five teams with social value were the Indiana Fever, the Dallas Wings, the Las Vegas Aces, the Minnesota Lynx, and the Chicago Sky. Now, last night, I added all four of them teams up, and it still don't come close. I think it came out to be what? I wrote it down. It was 41. Matter of fact, no, I got it on my phone. Always keep notes around, saying when I'm doing this stuff. Nope, it wasn't even that. It was 30.4 million all together with them 4 teams don't even come close of what the Indiana Fever does. So that's what, 25 million more. that's wild. That is wild to think that they social media value with everything engagements. You think about it, their YouTube channel gets a lot of hits. They X account, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, they're getting so many engagements. And then you think about this, the people that's on the team with their social accounts. I just gave you a list of everybody with their podcast. Sophie Cunningham does a podcast. She did a podcast almost like every other day when she launched it. You think about Leah Boston when she got hooked up with Candace Parker, started doing hers. So the Indiana Fever is going to continue to lead the league in this because of Caitlin Clark. And people that come and play with the Fever, they value going to be boosted up too. Look at Sophie Cunningham since she came to the Fever, since she had made that miraculous takedown of J.C. Sheldon. She was booming. Her social media has been booming. Everything about her has been booming. Podcasts, commercials. She's just been on Good Morning America, which I will do a video on her on Sophie Cunningham tomorrow and everything that's going around with her and everything like that. But just think about this. So if y'all didn't know, I'm gonna get y'all a little deeper into the Indiana Fever. Now, they say that the Las Vegas Aces, since they have got their value was 34 million, and I think they up to 3. Their value was 340 or so. But that's not the case, because guess what? The Indiana Fever is the 3rd most valued team in the league. the third most valued team in the league. So, and I know y'all were saying, well, hey, who's number one? Who's number two? Well, we're going to get to that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to run down everything for y'all. See, I love doing this because I love doing homework. I like doing homework. I love doing homework. So the Indiana Fever is valued at $335 million according to June 2025 Sportico valuation, making them the third most valuable team in the WNBA. This valuation is the significant increase from the previous year and is resulted of the team's increased popularity, largely attributed to drafting Caitlin Clark. In addition to their high valuation, the Fever leads the league in revenue in 2024 and has seen major growth in sponsorship. The valuation right here is $335 million since June 2025. So maybe it goes from June to June, whatever the case may be. I don't know how they do it, but I'm betting when they do it next year for 2026, I guarantee you that it will be even higher because of the fact the matter is that the Indiana Fever almost went to the WNBA championship, even though Caitlin Clark didn't play, but she was part of the team, and people were still engaged with the team because she was still there. So now the league ranking, the third most valuable in the WNBA, growth 273% in value in the past year, the largest in the league. The growth is the largest in the league, and the growth for the Fever is going to continue to dominate long as Caitlin Clark is on that team. Revenue leads the league in revenue in 2024 with an estimated of $32 million. That was her rookie year. Now, I wonder what it would be next year for this year. So we have to see. Attendance have had the average attendance over 17,000 fans per home game in 2024, more than any other NBA team. Now, y'all wanted to get to the good part. So I'm giving you the good part. Y'all want to know who is the top of the Indiana Fever, right? So we're about to do it. We're about to do it right here. So WNBA team values in 2025. The Valkyries is the number one team with 500 million average up to 180%. Now, I know a lot of things I can't even show that. Dang it. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, hold on, let me see if I can get this right here and do it another way. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second real quick. Aha, there we go. There we go. All right. So let me see if I can get this for you real quick. There we go. Now we got you. Now it says the Golden State Valkyries is the WNBA's newest expansion team and the most valuable team in franchise in 2025. Value at $500 million according to the Spectacle Sports report from June 25 overall. WNBA team valuations have increased by an average of 180% in 2025, bringing the average team value to approximately $269 million. Now, Golden State is number one, the New York Liberty number two with $420 million, the Indiana Fever number three with $335 million. I think that would have went up more if Caitlin Clark. I think the Indiana Fever would have been the number one team if Caitlin Clark wasn't injured. If Caitlin Clark was not injured, that value would have went up. I think they would have been either second or number one the way they are. If Caitlin Clark wasn't injured. Then you got the Valkyries down. Not the Valkyries, the Aces, $290 million, ranked fourth. Seattle Storm, the average team. Oh, and I did see something said. Oh, here you go. There you go. There's the whole list. The Chicago Sky at 210. That's a poverty franchise. Dallas Wings at 190, 195. I don't expect them to do too much because Paige is the only superstar there, and you got to think about it: attendance, viewership, all of that. Exciting. The Valkyries was very exciting this year. They made it to the playoffs in their first season. They play a lot of good, tough teams and everything like that. So you got the Connecticut Sun down here at 12. You got Atlanta Dream way at the bottom. But what's the girl name? Renee Montgomery. She was last year. She's talking about they not like us. Well, y'all at the bottom. Nobody want to be at the bottom, especially y'all. Sparks is number 8. Lynx is number 7. With all of that over there they have and all the championships behind them, they only value at 240. Wow. Phoenix Mercury 225, 252. So they said that the WNBA collective value grew to about $3.5 billion in 2025. The league's rapid growth has been contributed to new media rights deals and raising ticket revenue and attendance and increasing merchandise sales. The Indiana Fever saw the largest single franchise increase, with their valuation jumping from 273% to 335 million. So the Valkyries in the inaugural season, they led the league in attendance and reportedly generated 70 million in revenue for 2025, double what any team made in 2024. Wow. So, I mean, like I said before, guys, it's just going to show you the Caitlin Clark effect. Caitlin Clark effect has an impact on everybody, every team. Because you think about it. Would anybody be checking for the Valkyries if Caitlin Clark wasn't in the league? No. They wouldn't be checking for them, and not at all. So that's why I was saying you can't deny the impact of Caitlin Clark. You can't. You just can't deny that impact at all. No matter how you slice it, cut it, eat it, treat it, whatever the case may be, you can't not dispute the Caitlin Clark effect, what it has, what kind of impact it has had on the entire WNBA. And like I said, if she was not injured this year, that team value would have went up significantly. I think she would have, the Fever would have probably been number 2 or number 1 in that span. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. The Caitlin Clark effect is real, guys, and it's not dying down. Wait till 2026. You'll see. It's the YU.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire. It's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it. So official, like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying.